I have my tomatoes, I have my spinach, and I have some onions. And I'm also gonna, for my meat, I'm gonna use bacon to do this. So I'm gonna first of all break some eggs, and I need to get my bacon. I have my bacon right here already prepared. Leave it right here. I'm gonna break some eggs and open up my can. I'm making this for two, just me and my wife. We'll break some eggs, and usually I don't put much on my egg. I just break them and maybe normal. I just rely on just natural spices that I usually have. I have 4 eggs I'm breaking here. I think this will be enough for 2 of us. I don't have a special order I'm going. I go as I am. As I see it, again, I'm not a professional chef, but I like to dabble in the kitchen. I like to cook once in a while. And this is something I do since I have not so much going on. Even though I'm doing some painting in my son's room, but I'm taking a break here to see if I can make some brunch. I'm going to turn my stove on, and I have this nice skillet that I'm using. I love it. It doesn't stick, so it makes it easier for me. And I use olive oil for most of my cooking. I love using olive oil, and it makes it a little more easier. Well, this is warming up. I'm going to put this on low for now because I really still have to beat my eggs and get them ready. I'm not too fashioned, I'm not too fancy, I'm still old fashioned. I like to use my fork spoon to beat the eggs as much as I can. If you're watching me in the discussion area, just put in where you're watching me from as I make a brunch for myself and the first lady. My wife, I call her the first lady. Again, maybe vegetable omelet. Mostly vegetables, but I'm going to put a little bit of bacon in it to make it work. We are not a salt people, but I'm going to put a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit of salt to give it a taste in here. And a little bit of garlic. I also have black peppers, a little bit of black pepper. And ginger. I use powder. Most of this is a powder stuff I use. Yes, I'm being lazy to cut the natural ones, but they still do the same thing. I have a little bit of sauce that came back from Nigeria with to put in it's really hot pepper. Hot pepper. Just a little bit to put a zing into it. Just a tiny little bit. And I put them all together and beat them. It changes the texture and the color of the egg. You can see a little bit, the color changes a little bit. It's not a big deal. You see the eggs. Okay, now I'm ready. I'll go ahead and increase the temperature or the heat on the stove. Again, I like to use olive oil. A little bit of olive oil in here. And use my brush to move it around. See, just you like to use the spray, but I don't think I get enough of the stuff. There's too much chemicals in the spray. I just like to use straight olive oil to make it work. Again, I have my stuff. I don't have other. I just do things randomly. You know, I'm in my house. I'm not doing this as a professional. I'm just having fun. You know, doing this stuff. But I wait for the oven, for the heater, for the stove to warm up a little bit before I start putting the eggs, pouring the eggs in. Usually when you heat stuff, then I turn the heater down a little bit, then I can start working on the I can bring this closer so we can see what we're doing. I think now I'm going to go ahead and pour in the eggs. I'm going to be generous on this because there's only 2 of us here eating. You can see that the stove is not that balanced. I use my hand to make it, so I wait for the stuff to be ready. Again, if you're watching me, in the comment section, tell me where you're watching me from and say something nice. Again, I'm not a professional chef, but I'm doing the best I can and to make this happen. So I'm doing this also. I do a little bit of cleaning around while I'm doing this. And also my first lady is over there relaxing while I'm making brunch for us. You can see the whole thing is getting ready. I'm going to wait for a little bit, reduce the heat so I can have a layer at the bottom of the frying pan before I start putting the ingredients in here. So while that is happening, I will also reduce the heat a little bit. And now I don't have the order I do it. I like to put my onions first. I put it right at the edge so that I'll be able to move my stuff from one end to the other. If you watch me, I use it at the edge of this is a frying pan right here. I put the ingredients at the edge so I'll be able to cover the egg, move it this way to be able to form the omelette. So I put a little bit of onions, then I go ahead and put the tomatoes. And you're gonna just make it look like a sandwich. Then I am very generous when it comes to the spinach. I put a lot of the spinach here. I think a little bit more tomatoes. Because at this moment I'm going to reduce the heat completely. I put it on low so I'll be able to get my pocket stuff done. Also, I need to put in strips of bacon. I have the strips of bacon here. I'll cut into pieces to put the flavor in it. Again, if you're watching me, please like, subscribe and share so I can put more of this stuff. I love to cook and I share my cooking. And again, see, I break the bacons in small pieces. When I'm doing that, let me get my I don't know what you call this. If you're in the comment area, I usually call it spatula. I don't know why I call it spatula, but if you have a name for this, do it in the comment section and tell me what you call this. You have so many names for it, but for one reason I call it spatula. So now I'm going to move my egg. I'm going to fold it I make an envelope. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. I make an envelope right over the egg. See what it looks like? So now I got my omelet. I got everything in here. So I'm going to move the egg. Usually people put cheese. You know, my first lady doesn't like cheese. Doesn't like that so much cheese in it. So when they put the cheese actually help grab the egg when you make the food, and they come out really good. So this is where I am, and I think I'm done. I just have to wait for it to be done, and I'm going to flip it over again to get it outside a little bit brown. She likes it brownish, so I'm going to make it a little bit brownish and see how it look like. Well, this is it, folks. I've done my vegetable omelette, and it looks good, and I hope the missus likes it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, share. I will see you on the other side. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.